Jesse, listen to me. We need to turn kvass into a hardcore drug. Drug update came out. There's plenty of stuff to do, like buy the Walter White RV. But today, glorious Ivan will go through the entire new drug storyline mission thing. We pull up at the crackhead den and begin. We enter the gaff with a pistol drawn out. Gotta protect myself from the homeless people, am I right? We go upstairs and witness Ron getting his ass whooped by a hot Mexican. And she is thick, like American school milk thick. And she got drip as well. I crash the party and the Jake Paul looking sucker is like, who you fam? He is an extremely dangerous individual, but your boy doesn't believe it. If you want confirmation, go ask Bosnian children why Ron thinks so. Oh sorry, you can't. Not anymore. He then starts babbling about some eggs, and then he starts to eat a fucking drug buffet like it was a medieval feast. This man is going to die from natural causes in the next 10 years. Assuming he doesn't get shanked by a homeless person or shot by the police first. His smartness index must have dropped by like 40% cause he then explains his grand plan of hooking all of Los Santos on a super volunteer acid. Keep in mind, he met us like 45 seconds ago. The Lost come around to steal Jake Paul's RV and start a firefight, in which we obviously have no choice but to participate in. We start dropping these clowns just as fast as that blue glowy thing smells mosquitoes. They send in wave after wave but to no avail, cause Ivan here has a single Peggy EM. Ain't no NPC getting past this glorious beast. After we mercilessly clap all the biker bozos, our next objective is to steal the RV back, which is on the other side of Alamo. We pull up at the bikers' little HQ, we blast our way to the communism flavored RV, I approve very much, and steal it back. Jake Paul sent me on this mission alone. I'm guessing he could smell my Polish jeans and that stealing a vehicle will not be a problem at all. On our way back, the Lost chase after me, of course. The fact that it's slow as hell and has limited health is a dangerous combination. I suggest getting a friend to be your gunner. Oh, that's right, you don't have any friends. Ha! Got him. I don't either, do I? Anyway, Jake Paul hops in and tells us to go to the city. This is our new crib. We literally moved from a crack den to living under a bridge. The place got like neon graffiti or some shit and a weapons workshop, of course. Every hobo needs one of those. Next mission. Jake Paul tells us that apparently our neighbors are, you guessed it, the same biker that stole the RV. And for some reason that inspired your boy to throw a party, and now he wants us to steal some party supplies from the port. Makes sense. Why strike a devastating blow to your enemy with the element of surprise when you can just place a target on yourself? I just wanna say, this car from the 1970s has no business being this fast, no matter how modified it is. We steal a truck and then we steal a trailer. As we make our way back, we get attacked by the bikers. They set the trailer on fire and we gotta ditch it. Jake Paul is obviously pissed and he wants me to basically attack their entire hideout by myself without any help. Oh well, fuck my life. So the plan is to make their life hard because they made his hard. After losing 5 liters of blood, dying, getting resurrected, getting turned into a Swiss cheese and being on the verge of death for like 10 minutes straight with no medical assistance, we take a pic of some garbage on the wall and send it to Jake Paul, who gets a boner. I then have to break myself out of this place Jake Paul got me into. Thanks for sending a rescue party, cunt. Next up, I forgot to record, so here's an out of context dodo landing in the sewers. I too have a dodo. I like my dodo. It's a piece of shit that can land on water. I also have a tula. It's also like a dodo, except you can carpet bomb the sunbathers at the beach whenever you feel like it. War crimes aside, we meet up so Jake Paul can transform into a helicopter and then we chuck half a bottle of kvass. Oj pizdziec, this is not kvass. I should not have chucked that much at once. Oh no. Let's document what happens step by step. We hop on a bike and avoid heavy vehicles in the sewers. I have no idea where that goblin mask came from. We then teleport to the ocean where we drive a motorcycle into the hyperspace dimension. It is then followed by a try not to die track. After that we go to ancient Egypt dressed like a Christmas decoration. After that we get into this bumper car thing and our controls are reversed. This place is trippy. Next we go to Grapeseed dressed like a clown, also known as British infantry, and attempt to kill the Easter bunny with a musket. Once we do that, we levitate into the air and fall down naked. We take no fall damage, which is hilarious. We get a call from Jake Paul, who argues that we should put this super kvass into the water supply of the island. Back to business. Jake Paul calls and starts a Hitler speech about how we need to murder the hippies that are trying to sell acid too. We join up with the crew and start popping hipsters. We detonate all their acid-making equipment hidden in the tents. Once we do that, we track down where their delivery vehicles are and go after them. We take out the first one gracefully, and then the hippies send hitmen after us in their stupid little Frankenstein cars. Bro, what did the car do to deserve such a treatment? We blow the other 2 delivery vehicles to Kingdom Come as well as myself. Once we finish exploding things, we go to the altruist camp, cause for some reason that's a thing we gotta murder as well. We pull up and start blasting bozos, but I have run out of life-saving supplies and I have no more lives left, and I don't wanna do the mission again, so we take things slowly. Once we do what we gotta do, we scrap a chopper and skedaddle. The best way to escape the crime scene is to yeet myself down the mountain. Surprisingly, I don't die. Davai, next mission. Oh shit, are we doing a heist? Uh-oh. We go to Inhumane Labs and accidentally already trigger the alarm, go me. I outmaneuver the pursuers and kill a lot of people. We then infiltrate our way inside the lab. I murder even more people and we begin the search for illegal chemicals. Once we find enough chemicals that can be weaponized and kill the entire population of Croatia 6 times over, we start to escape. However, my boy Labra tells me there's a choo-choo train nearby and that if we can make it to the train tracks place, we can later steal the even better chemicals on board. Which is exactly what we do, and the dumbass train driver somehow flips the goddamn train. Like how bad is he? We kill so many people by this point that I should get the electric chair treatment like 3 times, but oh wait. Oh, Chernobyl juice, my favorite. You know, if you go to a radioactive place and drink vodka, it extends your lifespan. And before you sue me, this is not health advice. I heard that from my friend who is often full of shit, so there you go. We begin the act of being Romanian upon the train wagons and steal enough chemistry to make mustard gas and phosgene gas usage on the western front look like a group of vaping friends. And last but not least, we commit the act of being Polish on a brigade that was also on the Juga Juga Choo Choo train. We escape the police, which is really sad if you think about it, and I guess we own a brigade now. Cool, awesome, beautiful. This is the end of the story missions. Next up is the whole acid business stuff. We earn this much money, which is actually a really decent amount. In order to set up the business, we gotta do some mischievous activities involving theft. We go to a warehouse and clap the security. After that, we load a bunch of bullcrap onto a truck.
You're too late, Sonic! I am now forklift certified! Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck?
And deliver it to the hobo hideout. Installing all this stuff cost me 750 grand, so that's all my money I earned gone. It's time to stock up so we can start pumping out super weapon grade acid and poisoning the water supply in Los Santos. We can't resupply with the big boy in the hobo hideout, so we bring it outside nearby and begin. For our first resupply mission, we shall receive an air resupply all the way in Paleto, Davai. We go to the airport and pick up a duster and go to the destination. However, it would appear that Meriwether is chasing our pilot and he has to do an emergency drop. We infiltrate the area, which is full of mercenaries, and sneakily acquire the substances. I call in a Molotov because Molotov is glorious and do a few sorties on the cons for making my life more difficult. After that we'll return to LS and deliver. That entire process filled up a single bar, so I need to do a few more of these. Next up, our crime assistant tells us a Humane Labs van flipped and there's a whole bunch of toxic stuff for us there. We enter the premises and scout the area. We are inevitably detected because, so we clear out the area of enemies. We traverse into the miniature Chernobyl and oh, he's good bleed. Pick up the very lethal chemicals. These same chemicals give me epileptic seizures along the way, which might not be a very good considering I'm flying and I highly doubt Soviet jets have autopilot. We deliver nonetheless. There are only 2 types of missions I came across while playing, so let me give you some advice. All of the resupply missions happen in Blaine County, so I suggest you park your cyberpunk breaking Batmobile at the Sandy Shores airport so you can get wherever fast. The flipped van missions are pretty simple, but make sure you are stocked up on snacks just in case. I don't think you wanna die from inhaling plutonium or whatever this guvno is halfway to the brigade. I didn't really do this, but using a Deluxo or a Toriada or whatever you have of that sort is probably the simplest and quickest way to do the resupply. However, beware of the tank that spawns on the airdrop mission. He gonna clap your cheek like they were drum. If you get detected, I advise getting into the driver's seat and letting the gunner kill the tank for you. In the meantime, you can look for the airdrop. Once the tank blows up, that's when you should call in the Deluxo and finish off the rest. Fast forward, I did all the resupply and waited. A full resupply gets you 2 bars of product worth around 100k. Honestly, given the amount of time spent, it is not worth the cash. If you want money, doing auto-ship contracts and grinding Kayo is still the way to go. If you wanna see what the sell mission is like, keep watching. We hop on a motorcycle and have to do 5 drop-offs. At each of the 5 locations, you gotta find a nice hidey place for the acid. Sometimes the cops go after you and you gotta lose them, but yeah, that's the entire acid business basically, or at least from my experience. In my opinion, don't bother honestly, save your 750k. Oh, and remember to subscribe to Life of Boris.